Manx Radio's 1 to 3, tended by Ramsey Garden Centre.
So our charity of the week all this week is Looky's Aid. We've been finding out all about the charity, obviously in memory of a very, very special person. And we have been hearing from Father Brett and brothers Bradley and Connor this week as well, of Lucas Paul, Looky Martin. Brett, I mean, it should be said that obviously it's quite poignant at the time we're talking, because it was basically almost to the day a year ago, wasn't it, that you lost Looky, basically?
Yeah, we did. We lost him on the 12th of September. So as we speak today, it was literally a year and a day ago. Very, very sudden. Literally, we were talking to him just a few days before. We actually happened to be away in the UK, so he was on his own here in the Isle of Man. We were having a FaceTime with him. He was just feeling a bit under the weather, and literally 24 hours later, he was in hospital in a critical condition, and within a day or two, he'd passed away.
And it's extraordinary to think of what has happened in the time since then. I didn't know Looky, and I really wish I had done, because he sounds like he was an extraordinary human being. But what you have done seems like he would be so proud of it, because it seems like you're sort of summing him up in this charity and everything you're doing. Yeah,
he was an extraordinary young man. He was so full of life and energy, and he was I describe him as a captain in life. He literally was a captain of pretty much every sports team he was in. So he was captain of the King William's Rugby, he was captain of the Isle of Man Junior Football. But he was more than that. He was a captain in life. He took the lead in things. He took responsibility. He inspired a lot of people. And when we talked to his friends, a lot of this sort of came out after his passing, really. But his friends will say that they stuck at their university degree because of him. He inspired them to stay there. He helped one young lady who had mental health problems to get through them by just being around and sort of putting an arm around her and making part of his friends group. And we had emails from people in Vienna who had been dumped at King William's College by their parents without any friends there, and he'd literally taken them under the wing. And this particular lad was saying he's still playing rugby in Austria, which doesn't have any rugby culture, but it was because Lucas brought him into the rugby team and taught him how to play rugby and made him part of that squad. Just numerous examples of that. So we just felt that we couldn't let it lie. We had to do something positive in his memory, because if it had been one of us that had gone, we know exactly what he would have done. Mm-hmm. Probably 5 times better than we're doing it.
I think you're doing a pretty good job, to be fair, all of you.
I joke to my friends that when I go upstairs, I don't want to get a 4 out of 10 from him. We want to make certain that we get the thumbs up and you did right, Dad.
And Connor, we've been hearing about, as your dad just mentioned there, the Friendship Network have been incredible, haven't they? I mean, from pretty much immediately doing things, raising money, inspiring other people as well themselves. What have been some of the highlights over this year of what the sort of Friendship Network have done?
Yeah, I mean, if not much positive has come out of we tried to make the positives come to life, but I've learned how incredible his friendship group was. I knew he had 2 or 3 great friends originally, but wow, the amount of people who have come out in support, and the gaps in people's lives that Lucas has left is just remarkable. I mean, his friends are remarkable. It sort of started, I think Charles Kenny did a marathon in Liverpool in early December of the year of his passing. I think that really started it all off, and all these people started having these crazy ideas of things they wanted to do. We've had more runs. We've had a relay marathon recently, plans to climb Kilimanjaro. A couple of friends as well as my dad here are going to tackle that. Me and Brad have got ideas. We don't still not fully concrete on them yet, but it's just ideas coming out of our ears. So it's been remarkable, the effort, his friends, and it would be very easy for young people to sort of move on with their lives, and they're so young, and these things might not affect them as much potentially, but there's a lot of different. His friends are great, and it's been a pleasure so far working with them and seeing what they've achieved.
And you've no doubt made some new friends through this as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we should say actually as well, because one thing that also happened was the awareness of meningitis actually, because someone's life was actually saved as a result of of what you put out, wasn't it? Somebody else local.
Yeah. I mean, the things he's achieved after his passing are incredible. I mean, that family, the husband went down with something very, very similar. It wasn't quite the same, but I think the wife had read the story literally a day or two before her husband was taken ill, and that prompted her to take immediate action, and that helped, at least helped his recovery, if not saved his life. But the other thing which we haven't mentioned is his organ donation, and that was obviously a hard decision, but we went to make the decision on that fateful day, and we said yes, we'd be prepared to do it, and the people in the hospital said there's no need. He signed up, and we found out later he'd got his friends to sign up. He'd actually nagged his friends to sign up to organ donor register. I mean, how many 20, 21-year-olds do that? But yes, his liver and 2 kidneys were used, all successfully. In one case, incredible result which nobody anticipated. But it has meant that a young person is carrying on with their lives and seeing their family grow up, their children grow, which is quite astonishing. So 3 out of 3 on that. We wouldn't expect anything less, really, would we?
No.
Bradley, what was he like as a brother?
Well, the first probably 13 years, he was a nightmare. He seemed to make it his life's mission to make my life as hard as he possibly could. But as soon as he kind of grew up and sort of his later teens, he just transformed into this amazing young man. And we over the years have got really, really close, and was always there for you. And you could talk to him about anything and everything. Even if it was just rubbish, he'd still somehow have a 20-minute conversation about it. And he was just amazing. It's not a bad word you could really say about him, to be honest. So.
And I'm sure you spent, especially over the past few days, a lot of time kind of reflecting. And I'm wondering if a memory has come to light for you of something kind of very daft and very brotherly that just brings a smile to your face.
Gosh, there's so much.
It's just that dynamic as brothers growing up was me separating them two.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because they were the troublemakers, and I was trying to be the neutral big brother.
The rally in Belgium.
So that's what they always come to.
Yeah, the rally. We went to a rally, World Rally Championship stage in Belgium, Ypres Rally, in 2022 was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And we went out to this particular stage, and we didn't have the passes. You got to have to pay 150 quid or something for these passes to get into certain areas to watch the rally. And because we're all cheapskates, we didn't get these passes, and we kind of got away with it up to then, and we just kind of found areas where there weren't any marshals, and it was fine. But this particular time we got caught by a marshal, and he said, "No, sorry, I can't let you pass." Despite Lucas's best efforts, he was trying to negotiate with this Belgian marshal, but he wasn't having it. Anyway, we got turned away, and as we were walking away, Lucas was like, "Come on, guys, let's just leg it past the marshal. There's no way he's going to catch us." And me and Dad just look at each other in disbelief that he's actually seriously considering this. We managed to talk him down after a bit of an argument, wasn't there? But it was just.
But he wouldn't give up.
He wouldn't give up.
I'm saying I'm 63. I'm a chief executive of a business. The other man, I'm not going to get arrested in Belgium for trying to run past the marshal.
He was quite sporty. He was probably quite quick.
He
might have made it through.
I was going to get caught, but he wouldn't give up, and So he said he comes chasing after us after we've said no, we're not doing it. He said, "All right, well, don't worry, I've found another way. If we go a mile over there, we climb over that barbed wire, we go over that field on the horizon, we double back, So we ended up walking about 5 miles through the Belgian countryside because he was a guy that would just never give up. And we got there, and we managed to dodge the marshals and see the rally, didn't we?
The best spot on the stage. Wasn't it?
I did the same the next day as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine. And as we're hearing, there's this charity event that's happening. The Sporting Bears on the 21st are going to be donating all of the proceeds from their dream car event to Looky's Aid. I mean, what does this mean to you, Connor, that there are people who are doing this that are wanting to do events like this for you?
It's incredible. we dealt with the Scenic Cars tours right after the passing of Lucas. My dad and him were supposed to do the closing lap of the lap of the TT course the cars do over there, and you did it in his honour. But ever since then, I think they've realised how first how wonderful Lucas was, and secondly his passion for cars, particularly his passion for fast cars, and so it's stuck and it's been incredible, and it's really remarkable that they've taken the time and effort. I mean, as I said before, people do move on naturally when it's not their loved ones, it's not their people. I understand people have to move on, so seeing the impact he's made on people that didn't know him, they just know his story, and they know, through us and through the website and through the charity, they know what he was like. So seeing that he's stuck with people means a hell of a lot.
I'll say the guys from Sporting Bears, they work in conjunction with the Scenic Car Tours who organise Festival Motoring. They're all a fantastic bunch. It's been a great event for the Isle of Man, I think, a great addition to motorsport events on the island. And the Sporting Bears, they support the charities obviously by doing these runs in these exotic cars for people and raising money, and really through Scenic Car Tours, the organisers, they reached out to Sporting Bears last year, and that's how this has come about really, and it's, as Connor says, it's a fantastic boost for the charity.
And is a great opportunity for someone who wants to do it, isn't it? Just explain what happens.
Basically what happens is they have unusual cars, so they can be super sports cars, or they can be vintage cars, or something that's out of the ordinary. And these people, using their time and money, make the cars available for people to have guest rides in. So you can go be chauffeured in a Bentley or a Ferrari or whatever it might be, and you make a donation effectively, which then goes to a charity, of selected charity, and for this year it's Looky's Aid.
And what would have been Looky's car of choice then? Because you mentioned that he liked his fast cars. What do you think would have been his sort of first choice?
He liked his rally cars, so I think he would have chosen either one of the souped up I-20Ns or something of the modern day, or he would have gone back to Dad's rallying era, and maybe a retro, Lotus or
Ford Escort
or something along those lines. He loved his retro stuff. So.
Man with taste as well. I just have to ask you all, because I've been checking out obviously the various bits on the website, and we all do feel like we know Looky now through the work that you will do, and we are better for it, I have to say. We really are. What an extraordinary young man he was. I want someone to explain what Give It Loads means, please.
Right, well, when Lucas passed, we had a celebration of life for Lucas, and we thought we wanted for his friends to, because his friends were in a dark place along with us, we thought we wanted to do something to uplift them a little bit. So we had a whole pile of T-shirts printed for his celebration of life, and we thought, what would encapsulate Lucas? And he sometimes would say in life, give it loads. It was one of the things I heard him say a few times, but we kind of made that into an acronym. So we came out with L for love, and O for optimism, A for ambition, D for determination, and S for selflessness, which we felt were the kind of characteristics Lucas had. So that acronym that we had on the T-shirts at his funeral and celebration of life became the acronym for the charity, really, or the catchphrase for the charity, Give It Loads. And then we had this fantastic picture, which one of his friends had taken of him at a party, and he had a beer in one hand, and he had the thumbs up. When he was about 18, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. And we managed to sort of crop and cut that picture just to get that. The thumbs up, and then we made that also the logo of the charity, the thumbs up. So that's really how all came about.
Well, all I can say is we wish you so much love at this time, because obviously I have no doubt it's going to be a very difficult time. But what you all have achieved this past year in memory of this extraordinary young man is really incredible. So thank you from all of us, and thank you for taking the time to come in. And do, if you can, get down there to the Sporting Bears event, go see these fabulous cars. There's going to be all sorts of cars. They're on the prom and various parts of the island as well. We'll keep you posted on it. And if you feel like you can support Looky's Aid, do go online. We'll give you all the details, and we'll post the details on this story as well, so you can go and donate to what is a fabulous charity. Thank you very much, Martins.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Manx Radio's 1 to 3, tended by Ramsey Garden Centre. Pick up your new all-season loyalty card in-store today and start collecting reward points.